this deep to start us off. Return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up the fourth down.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. First play, taking a deep shot. He's caught inside the 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. a stiff arm. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And with one explosive play there across midfield, first down at the 49. They'll give it to the running back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great complement to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick catch. Running with purpose. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers. Not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He decides to keep it here. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, you got a big 4th down coming up.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. It through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here to the right. What a catch! That's a big hit at the end, but they can get a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Nice game. Moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. He hands it off from the gun. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Now it's second down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback. That all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Second down, they're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. The Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. On the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner is brought down. Offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and I got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Third down play for this offense. They pick up the first on the ground. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring out 4th down and 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So the special teams penalty improves field position by 15 yards to start the drive. They're going to run it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Design quarterback run. Inside the 25. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's lost. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. Short completion of the tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense. Attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And it's good for a first down to the 36. That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. The sure hands. It's Williams.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the return will be brought down. The first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Using his legs, it's Russell.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Boom. A play action, looking to throw. He flips it to the back across the middle. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Razorbacks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal.
Let's go!
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now a crucial third down and goal. Direct snap to the back. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. And now the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. We'll hand it off. And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They are pouring it on now.
Well, his tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A complete completion sets up a second down play. Here's the handoff. He finds some space. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick run out. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. The shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Well, they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing off play action. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Arkansas offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Ball handed off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back and make it easy on the quarterback. Hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Again, thrown out of the RGO. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The Razorbacks will bring their punt team on the field now.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. And it's incomplete, but it's the final play of this period. So it's Arkansas in front. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Gets rid of it on the move. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Needs a completion here on 4th down. The tight end has got it. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Wants to throw it. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Looking to throw it again. The receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Hands off to the fullback. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made in space. Look out. Broke out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
First down here at their own 42. one big play has really set the tone here for a productive drive.
Ringo. 42 Spider.
Grinding away with a running game.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The Razorbacks will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Give it to the big fullback here. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's how you finish a play.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Score the touchdown, but need a two-point conversion to make it a one-possession game. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And this is caught for the two-point conversion. They get this within one score now.
Well, that is a big conversion here. They are coming on strong near the end, but will it be enough? The two here gets them within a possession. They got to get the ball back, and that is always the trick here. Will they have enough time?
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That one moves the ball across the 40. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here in the 4th quarter, will keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. This might be for the ball game. Pressure is coming. The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Turns it loose downfield. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. Garfield's shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they failed to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to 1 score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Lets it go quickly. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
That's the kind of matchup you hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.